Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 21st day of February 2023, I'd like to welcome you over to Coffee and Coin Talk with Stacker. That's this morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. on the West Coast. Hope to see you there. Now, another thing I'd like to do before you head over to JM Bullion is give a huge shout out and a big thank you to all of our channel members. This would be a lot more challenging without your support. Thank you very much. Now over here to JM Bullion. Gold down 787 to 1842.35. Silver down 12 cents to 21.94. Platinum down $1.74 to 945.01. And palladium down 31.14 to 1540.27. Yikes. So yeah, it looks like everything's pretty much getting beat up. But then again, we remember from Sunday's video, maybe it was, Sunday's video, there's a lot of economic data coming out. So a lot of stuff might be flat coming up into that. Now, here we go over to the United States Mint website. These are the bullion sales, and they are updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern. And, well, since today is only just, Tuesday, I guess it is Tuesday, isn't it? The day after Monday, the holiday, right? So there we go. No new tale to tell. No new sales from the United States Mint. However, I have been told by somebody who has a source that the United States Mint is going gonzo with this production for February. So we're going to see some pretty healthy numbers come the end of February. So I hope that's true, because it will actually lower the premiums, I believe, on those American Eagles, gold and silver. Now, here we are at the United States Mint product schedule, and we did talk about the American Women quarters having the new packaging and not necessarily having the trays in there. Well, here's a coin roll collector box, okay, and they're $21.50 each, and they hold 5 rolls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots, and it says here they hold Native American $1 coins, American Innovation $1 coins, and these are all for rolls, by the way, Presidential $1 coins, American Beautiful quarters, and the 50 state quarters and DC U.S. territories quarters. So would you pay $21.50 for a collector box? I mean, it does look nice, and but really, I mean, shouldn't the Mint, deliver that when you buy the product? I think a lot of people would like to take that survey over again, especially when it comes to talking about the packaging. And I do believe you still have some time left if you'd probably like to fill out that survey. Now, a week from this Thursday, you're going to have the American Eagle 2023 1-ounce silver proof coin and the Congratulations set drop. So 40,000 on here and an unlimited product limit there. So that's going to be interesting to see what the Mint delivers here. And I think if you look at the view page source on this one, we're already at 408,000 coins that are available on drop day, March 2nd. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is coinnews.net. There's an article by Mike Unser dated February 17, 2023. That was just Friday. And its title is Penny Costs 2.72 cents to make in 2022. The nickel costs 10 cents. Wow, 10.41 cents. And United States Mint realizes $310 million in Seigniorage. Now, if you're not familiar with Seigniorage is, it's right here, Seigniorage right there. And it's the profit made by the government issuing currency coins, especially the difference between the face value of the coins and their production costs. And that's some of the thing we're going to be going over this morning. Okay, so here we are. Mike Unser is gracious enough to write this for us on Friday. The cost of manufacturing U.S. coins for circulation increased across all denominations, the United States Mint disclosed in its 2022 annual report. And this is the big one, folks, I think, for the 7th straight year, the unit cost for both pennies and nickels was above their face values. And I think the writing's on the wall for that one. I think those pennies and nickels, those days are limited. I'll show you why. The Mint struck over 12 billion coins for circulation during the fiscal year, down sharply from the prior one, almost about 20%, folks, and that's a really big deal. And I'll show you what we're getting close to. Fiscal year 2022 circulating coin shipments to the Federal Reserve Bank decreased by 2.6 billion units, almost 20%, folks, 17.6%, to a total of 12.1 billion coins compared to last year. The year saw a decrease in shipments of all denominations except a quarter dollar, which have obviously the American Women quarter design on them, which resulted in decreased revenue and seigniorage compared to last year's United States Mint annual report said. This is huge, folks. All right. And I think that we are going to enter a new phase at the United States Mint either this year or next year. I think the United States Mint could easily enter the circulation for co-circulating metals. And I think they're going to do that rather soon, if they haven't already. In fiscal year of 2022, the toll to make, administer, and distribute the 1 cent coin jumped to 2.72 cents from 2.1 cents. And folks, this is the ZINCOLN cents. These aren't just copper and brass anymore. These are the ones with just a outer coating of copper, right? So this is a big deal. And I think we did hit $25 face value for a box of ZINCOLN cents. I mean, it's just incredible. All right. So let me go ahead and talk about what's going on right here. In fiscal year 2022, the total to make, administer, and distribute the 1 cent coin jumped to 2.72 cents from 2.1 cents, a 30% increase, all right? And the unit cost, 5 cent increase to 10.41 cents from 8.52 cents, a 22.2% increase. Now, fewer shipments and higher prices for nickel, copper, and zinc accounted for most of those price hikes. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's the real explanation of what's going on here. Compared to the prior year, fiscal year 2022, average spot prices for nickel increased 41.4% to 24,746.94 per ton. That's probably metric ton, I would imagine, but we're not sure. Average copper prices also increased 6.3% to 9,223.97 per ton, and average zinc price increased 26% to 3,568.26 per ton. That's amazing. So huge increases for all of their prices for nickel, copper, and zinc. Now, Lincoln cents have a composition of 2.5% copper with the balance, that's the remainder, of zinc. 5-cent coins are minted in 25% nickel with the remaining balance of copper. Now, dimes, quarters, and half dollars are each composed in 8.33% nickel and the remaining copper. Okay, so that's basically what our coins are, nickel and copper, except the 2.5% copper with the balance of zinc. And one of the things that the mint is talking about is replacing the nickel and the copper in the Lincoln cent and the Jefferson nickel with manganese. And you're familiar with manganese because the American Innovation coins, the I believe the Native American dollars, as well as the presidential dollars, are all minted in manganese, and that saves the United States Mint a lot of money. A lot of money. And I'll show you here in a second what that's all about. Now, it says here, cost to make dimes, quarters, and half dollars. See how they omit the two other circulating coins? Unlike for cents and nickels, the U.S. Mint made money in minting dimes, quarters, and half dollars because the cost of manufacturing and distributing them was lower than their face values, okay? So in 2022, the unit costs increase. Here we go. 14% for the dime, okay? 15% for the quarter, and check it out. Look at this. This is huge. 47% for the half dollar, folks. And I've highlighted that here. The following two tables summarize what the costs are for the cents through the half dollar in fiscal year 2021 and 2022. So there's 21, there's 22. And really the biggest jump that you can see here from 2021 was 0.11 cents to almost, look at that, 0.17 cents. That's incredible. And we do know that we can just kind of omit the 1 cent and the 5 cent from all of these equations because we know they're losing money on it. And really, I mean, if you owned a business and you're losing money on it, would you really keep it going? Well, let's see. Well, these three coins here, the dime, the quarter, and the half dollar, they're pretty healthy. So they're going to pay for these ones' unhealthiness. But how long can that keep going, especially if it costs more money to do the remaining three? So you're going to not make as much seigniorage, and there is a seigniorage chart down here at the bottom, and I got to show you this. Now, it says here, in profit from seigniorage, the difference between the face value and the cost of producing and distributing circulating coins, the dime in fiscal 2022 realized $141.6 million, while the quarter brought in $337.1 million. The U.S. Mint transfers seigniorage to the Treasury General Fund to help finance the national debt. Relatively few half dollars were produced for circulation compared to other denominations, and the Mint earned $2.3 million from the seigniorage on those half dollars. And this is incredible. Now, in contrast, the cent and nickel have lost money since 2006. And when they're, okay, so we're going to look at this price chart right here. Not really a price chart, but it's a cost. All right. Unit cost and seigniorage for the nickel and the cent from 2005 to 2021 and I guess 22. Yeah. We're not in 2000. Well, anyway, you get the point. So in parentheses, that means they lost money, right? They're in the red. Okay. Here we go. Starting in 2005, they made money on those two particular denominations. All right, they made seigniorage. But here, look at this. All right, 2006, lost money. 2007, 2008. And now what happened in 2009, folks? Look at that. Just barely made any, or barely lost any there because they didn't produce that many coins, okay, for the Lincolns and Jefferson nickels. But look at this. There's a pattern developing here. All right, from 2010 to 11, it more than doubled. I mean, doubled would have been 80, all right? And then 3 times, I mean, you're looking at a quite healthy number, 160, right? Now, here we go again. And because that's interesting, we should look at the historical mintages for 2011, 2012 on these periods of these 2 years that I'm comparing and contrasting. Because look at this. I mean, even in 2017 and 2018, it really wasn't a huge difference. Look at that, 90 to 120. Yeah, not a huge jump, but right here, if we're going to look at numbers that jump and the loss of money, we're looking at this, and this is a really big red flag for the United States Mint. They're losing. Look at this. They're losing 171 million on just these two coins alone. All right, and it jumped. It went from what in 2020, 101 to 144 last year to 171. So what's it going to be for 2023? Are they going to tolerate 250? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, it says here the U.S. Mint produces and issues circulating coins to Federal Reserve banks in quantities to support their service to commercial banks and other financial institutions. Now, folks, I've been getting out and about lately, and I'm not seeing too many people pay with cash. I don't know what's up with that. Where's all this coin going? Fiscal year 2022 compared to the prior year saw production reductions across all but one denomination, the quarter. And that's the American Women quarters. During the year, the U.S. Mint shipped a total of, here we go, look at this, cents down 30% from the previous year. Nickels down almost 17% from the previous year. Dimes down 7%. Quarters up almost 7%. And then look at this. Bam. Half dollars down almost 42% from the previous year. The five denominations combined to 12.11 billion coins, registering a 17.6% decrease from the 14 billion coins delivered in fiscal year 2021. Folks, there you go. The writing's on the wall for last year. You can't change those numbers. That's a final tally. The Federal Reserve pays face value for each of the coin they receive, and as such, the U.S. Mint's fiscal year 2022 circulating revenue for coinage totaled 1,000 million, so it's $1 billion, down 2.2% from fiscal year 2021. There you go. Like I said, in parentheses is a loss. These are the gains, and then all of that plus and minus action. The difference is $310 million realized. Now, after subtracting the year's cost to produce the coins, which totaled $710 million, the U.S. Mint circulating profit of Seigniorage totaled $310 million, representing a decrease of $71 million, or almost 20%, from fiscal year 2021. Folks, that begs the question, does the Mint still employ a bunch of people if they're going to be cutting production that much and they're not going to be selling as many U.S. Mint products? I don't know. I think the writing's on the wall over at the United States Mint. And not only that, the writing is definitely on the wall for, look at this, content, metal content, and it's going to change. I'm telling you, folks, and I don't think they're going to tell us before they do it. Here we go. This is by Paul Gilks. This is January 15, 2021. Mint ready to implement alloy change for coins pending approval. I'm going to leave this in the description. I'm not going to go over it right now, but I will leave it so you can read it at your leisure. And then there's another article, if that one's not timely enough. This is Coin Week, and this is by Coin Week, and it's dated December 1st, 2022. All right, that's just about a month and a half ago now. And this is Mint Director Ventris Gibson answers media questions at U.S. Mint Roundtable. Yeah, and that talks about metal content changing as well. Now let's head over to the plus ones today. Bam! Oops, what is this? Okay, this is Proverbs 25:8. And it says here, go not forth hastily to fight or argue, lest thou know, I don't even know what that means, lest thou know not what to do in the end when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame. Yikes, that doesn't sound good. Let me try and wrap my head around. Okay, here we go. I wrote it down. Don't become involved in an argument unless you have thought through how it may end. Ask yourself what outcomes are acceptable. And I think that pretty much sums it up right there. And I think all of us are probably have done this at one point or another in our lives, and probably, maybe, could be doing it in the future. But I think it would really help us to wrap our head around this question before we do get into any tussle, and not necessarily with another person, but into somebody else's business, right? So yeah. That's something to think about. Now let's head over here to the other plus one. This is 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Precious by Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode. I almost said the wrong stuff. And this is subtitles in español. Hope you dig it, folks. Now I hope you join us this morning with Coffee and Coin Talk with Stacker. It may be a short show, may not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I want to thank y'all for watching today. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're going to see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a silver stacker. Out.